Hi, my name's Audra. Today I'll be presenting the big data problem, enterprise data management at Pfizer. This presentation is to explore how modern data strategies are reshaping decision making in healthcare, particularly with one of the world's leading pharmaceutical organizations. Today's enterprises are no longer driven by intuition alone. Instead, they rely heavily on data to guide decisions. This shift is especially important in healthcare, where data-driven insights can directly impact patient outcomes, treatment effectiveness, and innovation. For Pfizer, it's not just a support tool, it's central to both daily operations and long-term strategies. Pfizer is a global biopharmaceutical company known for its work in vaccines, oncology, immunology, and rare diseases. Because it operates on such a large scale, Pfizer generates massive amounts of data from clinical trials to manufacturing processes, supply chains, and even patient outcomes. This data plays a critical role in improving the efficacy, reducing costs, and enabling more personalized healthcare solutions. Backtrack slightly. What is big data? Big data is not just the size, it's about the complexity and the speed of which we get data. It is commonly defined by the four V's: volume, or the amount of data; velocity, or how quickly the data is generated; variety, the different types of data; and veracity, which refers to the data's accuracy. Managing these elements requires advanced systems that go beyond traditional databases. At Pfizer, each of these four V's is very clearly visible. Volume comes from massive clinical trial datasets. Velocity is seen in real-time monitoring of systems that continuously generate data. Variety includes both the structured data, like the electronic healthcare records, and unstructured data, such as medical imaging and research notes. And lastly, veracity is critical because inaccurate data in healthcare can lead to some serious consequences. Some challenges. While big data offers many benefits, it also introduces some significant challenges. One major challenge for Pfizer specifically and other biotech type companies is regulatory compliance. Pfizer, particularly, and others like it, they must follow strict laws when handling sensitive patient data. Another is data integration. Data comes from multiple systems and partners, often creating silos. Also, there's issues with data quality, as if data is inaccurate, the analysis becomes unreliable. Lastly, there are some ethical concerns around privacy, transparency, and trust. Companies like Pfizer, when they're working with patients, they have to adhere to HIPAA laws and a variety of other things. They also have to make sure the products they produce from their clinical trials aren't harmful to people in ways that can't be predicted or monitored correctly. And all the disclaimers are done up right. So, as everybody knows, the system of data analysis is changing and big data is changing. So, what is the difference between traditional versus big data? Traditional data systems rely on structured databases and data warehouses. While effective for smaller, well-organized data sets, they lack flexibility. Big data systems, on the other hand, use distributed computing to handle large and complex data sets. Pfizer particularly benefits from using a hybridized approach, combining warehouse data with data lakes to help achieve both structure and flexibility. To successfully to successfully implement big data, organizations must follow key best practices. First, adopting both a hybrid data architecture allows for flexibility. Second, integrating artificial intelligence and machine learning helps extract deeper insights. Third, metadata management improves data organization and usability. And lastly, cloud infrastructures ensure scalability and cost effectiveness. Data governance. Data governance ensures that data is accurate, secure, and used responsibly. This involves defining data ownership, access controls, and usage policies. At Pfizer and other biotech companies that do their kind of work, governance includes assigning data stewards, validating the data, and ensuring compliance with regulations. Strong governance builds trust in data-driven decisions. Dimensional modeling. Dimensional modeling is a method used to organize data for analysis. It separates data into fact tables and dimension tables, Fact tables store measurable events, while dimension tables provide context. This structure improves query performance, and makes data easier to analyze, especially for BI systems. So, the clinical trial focus. Clinical trials are one of the most data intensive processes at Pfizer, and I would say any biotech. They involve collecting and analyzing data across multiple phases of drug development or vaccine development, etc. Big data helps improve efficiency by speeding up the analysis, enhancing the predictions, and supporting personalized medicine. This ultimately leads to faster and more effective treatments. Dimensional model example. So, in clinical trial data models, the fact table includes metrics like treatment outcomes, dosage levels, and results. Dimension tables provide context, such as the patient's demographic, drug details, time periods, and locations. This structure allows analysts to compare outcomes across different groups and gain deeper insights, I should say. I know that some of this particular data coming from the dimension tables, has helped doctors find new treatments for other diseases, such as COVID. They discovered that people who lived at certain latitudes actually had a higher incidence of mortality. Very applicable and important when you're looking and dealing with people's lives, and of which can be extrapolated into many other fields and ways of thinking. In conclusion, big data is transforming how organizations operate. For Pfizer, it has become a strategic asset that drives innovation and improves patient outcomes. By adopting modern data architectures, best practices, and modeling techniques, Pfizer can stay competitive in a rapidly evolving healthcare landscape. On this slide, I have included the references I've used to create this PowerPoint and this presentation. I've also included a short disclaimer concerning AI assistance. Thank you, and I hope all is well with you. Stay healthy.